We are ready. Okay, so am I. Hello, everyone. Last chance for us to talk about this Fochi here. Now, thank you all for joining us. Never a dull moment here, Wei Mountain Temple. And so many of you all of a sudden appeared from the woodworks. Tonight is feedback night, and we appreciate your commentaries and whatever you like to talk about. But let me start by saying that has been a very interesting week. You work very hard. I appreciate that, and also it turns out the last few days there's been violent attack on this colony. It's Mahayana colony where people are now down with the flu. Yeah, is it the flu? I think. You think? Yeah, everyone is coughing. Your body's aching. Yes, you can't talk. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's the flu. Sounds like. It just happened. So we're aware of some disturbances for a while, and I let my disciples deal with it and to learn, because whenever there's a problem, there's a solution, and therefore this is a real thing for you. You go to work, for example, same thing. Doesn't matter how much training you have, how much experience you have. There's always a new problem you need to learn to fix, to solve. Okay, and that requires wisdom. This is a talent that is always in demand. Your problem-solving capabilities. Yes? Everywhere you are, whatever you do. Okay, we contribute in our own ways by bringing along, among other things, our problem-solving capabilities. I'm referring to your wisdom. Your wisdom. Learn to activate it. You're building your wisdom right now by participating in these cultivation sessions, and that are designed to help you increase your samadhi. Okay, that's number one. Okay, increase your samadhi, your concentration level, so that naturally it will help you open your wisdom. So my talks here, our talks are designed to help you open your wisdom. As you increase next level samadhi, you naturally will connect to what I'm talking about at that level. You go to higher level, you connect to more of what I'm talking about. Believe it or not. That's the process. This is why the Dharma talks are very, very important. It's not just you meditating, sitting, cross your legs, or reciting the Buddha's name. That's not enough. Okay, that's useless. Okay, you need to unfold your wisdom. Okay, so that you can be better at solving all sorts of problems at work, at home, wherever you go. This is your lives we're talking about. It's not some nonsense that that impractical, that's of no use to anyone. It's very useful to you. It's very useful to society as well. Okay? This is what it's about. And so the past week or so, there are some flu bugs that's going around, and eventually many our people succumbed towards the second half of the qi of the week, and see that some of them seems to have survived. I think Chungin Sunim is still alive. One Tek Sunim are you recovering or are you sinking? One Tek Sunim. Going down or going up? Going up. Okay, what about the rest of you? Are you scared? Are you scared? Stay away. This is not for you. This is for men. I mean, real women. Okay? How are you going to learn how to solve problems unless you face them? Okay? That's why I first, when this issue came up, I let my students figure out how to fix it, and apparently it's too much, so that they got more of them went down. Okay, and therefore it's nothing to worry about. They learn, they become stronger. I teach them how to deal with it and be better next time around. Okay, be fearless. There's no need for you to live in fear. Okay, problems will always arise. All sorts of problems. Calmly go back to your navel, go back to your wisdom, and eventually you figure it out. And improve, and improve, and improve. Get better. Okay? Questions and comments? So we learn now, this year, we're learning how to use intertemple for ceremonies. We never had to do that before. We always staffed ourselves enough so that we can do these Dharma assemblies locally. Okay, then we broadcast away. Now our people are down, so I decided to import, from the other away places to see how it works out. So what's your impression so far? Today, this is the first day that we did the Dharma assembly, the recitation, and it's broadcasted from Gold Forest to everywhere instead of us broadcasting from Wei Mountain Temple. So what do you think? Do you have anything to say, any suggestions? Of course, we apologize for there's always a delay between the sound and the image, very much like when you watch the news. And the news are, let's say, very much like you watch the news, a live report from a reporter from a foreign country, okay, far away. So you always have a delay of video and audio. For us here, the image has a tiny, tiny delay. So the sound comes through before we can see it on the screen. Okay, so that's the one thing. It's not much you can do about. We try to fix it by upgrading to the next level of services, but it didn't. Only helped a little bit, a tiny, tiny bit, but it's still a delay. Okay, I watched today. Anyone else has anything to say? Yeah, have no fear. Listen, if what you're doing is important enough, because that's what we're doing is to create an area where we can practice together and practice goodness, okay? And so this area here is where we get together, you get protection, a lot more protection, you guys realize, okay? And so that we can build up our skills, so that when we leave here, okay, our skills are improved, so that we bring it with us back home, wherever you go, okay? And so of course, this is a big deal for them, because what we're doing is that we're building up your strength. We're building up a small army of people who believe in doing good, and therefore, that side, the bad people, they're worried. They're going to send their underlings to cause problems. That's expected. So that's how we learn. Yes, 9.
Thank you, Master. For this 40, I really enjoy it. And I know it's really hard for me to catch up. And also I wanted to thank all the sanghas. I noticed for each day how many sanghas involved for the recitation and sutras. And that is just for us, for the cultivators to practice, to recite the mantra and the Buddha's name. That is not easier. I know how much effort Master and the Sanghas put on it. Thank you so much. And also for this week, we also get virus affect us, but even we got that, Master have enough sources to support us. We can have the recitation online, so we can keep going, so not affect us. Thank you for that. And also for this, for tea, even me, I didn't get, recitation samadhi, but I think for next time I will come to continue to participate for tea. Thank you, Master. Thank you, Sanghas.
Okay. Thank you for your feedback. Yes. And of course, we are glad that you finally are able to come and join us at the temple physically, personally, in person. So that was nice. So we welcome you, and you're most welcome to come back anytime. Okay. And you're right. It's a lot of work, and this is for us. And I'm very proud of our Sangha. They work very hard. Nowadays, they basically are taking care of running the operations, the ceremonies, and the kitchen staff, and everyone else. And a lot of people are stepping up to help out as well. So I appreciate all your help and your hard work. And absolutely, you should not have to worry about, I know I keep on stressing improvement. It's because it saddens me to see that my master disciples, my generation, and their disciples, their own disciples, that for all this time, I don't see any significant improvement at all. And to me, that's not good for Mahayana. It's not good for them. It's not good for us in general as well, because to me it's such a waste of time. And that's why I kept on emphasizing the last almost 18 years now, going on 18 years of the need to improve. We're not doing this because we are cultivators and we are superior people. It doesn't matter what you call yourself. As long as you improve, you can concentrate better and you're a better person inside. That's all. That's all that matters. Okay? And all the good things will naturally happen to you. You don't have to worry about it. Okay? Don't be greedy. Okay? And we all get what we deserve. Do good and good things will happen to you. Have no worries. If bad things happen to us, we patiently wait. Very much like this flu virus is going around. Pretty strong. I'm impressed. They're very strong. They attacked me 4 or 5 times. Okay? But I'm faster than you. I shut them down right away. So I watch my disciples and see what they do, how long they can resist. Okay? But one trick here about the flu thing, as soon you aware that you are not not yourself, a little bit under the weather, keep your body warm. Be very careful. I'm watching the kids there, for example. I'm scared I'm worried about them. Have windows open and they're not dressed warmly enough. I'm worried about them. They are the ones I'm worried about. I'm not worried about you. Okay, you only have to remember this. During the winter time, we have there's a flu that goes around everywhere. So keep yourself warm. Keep very warm, because flu is a cold disease according to Eastern medicine. It has entered your body and then has to multiply. Okay, before it causes problems. They can enter our body, that's natural. We inhale, we breathe, we eat, we touch things, okay? We come into contact with them, there's not much we can do. That's life. But as soon as we're aware they're in our body, make sure you keep yourself, you heat your body up, okay? And rest, that's all. Okay, that's all there is to it. If you react too slowly, and the body is not warm enough, that's how they can multiply. If the body is warm, even though they enter, they cannot multiply. Therefore, the body will push them out again. It's a natural process. Okay? And today I'm teaching some of my disciples how to deal with it more effectively. Okay? It's always antidotes. It's always counter moves. Okay, keep that in mind. Keep yourself warm. Okay, even to the point of sweating, almost sweating. They cannot multiply. That's it. Okay, if they're in, well, you have to endure it. If they multiplied already, you have to endure it and keep yourself warm, so that to slow down their multiplication. Yes, 3.
But I have a YouTube question. And first of all, I'd like to thank everyone on YouTube out there in the Saha world. Please like and subscribe to our channel. Question from Christopher. Venerable Shin Lao, or not question, comment from Christopher. Venerable Shin Lao has a clear and piercing voice. Master Z has a very powerful voice. I could feel his voice reverberating as he chanted the Amitabha Sutra and Buddha's name, Emitofuo.
Very good. Excellent. Thank you for your feedback. There's one thing that we can't fake. You can fake to be nice and be magnanimous and, put on a facade, walk like we walk on the clouds, speak to you gently and benevolently. All those things we can put on and act, okay? But the one thing that we cannot fake is samadhi power. So that's what we do at our temples. We don't care. First, we want to build your samadhi power, okay? And whatever it takes, we don't worry about the details. We just, whatever it takes, we help you build your samadhi power. Then we worry about the presentation skills. So you see, of course, Master Z's level is pretty high, actually much higher than Master YongHua disciples, for example. So you can tell from the voice, and that's what is used to be the case, where people would come to the Master YongHua's temples because of the samadhi power of the nuns at the CTTV. The monks' level is too low, okay, back then, and so you come in and you participate, and it helps you tremendously physically, as well as blessings-wise as well. You join in a big Dharma assembly like this, even though your skill is not the same as ours, but we all share the blessings we create together. Okay? So you'll get an equal share of that. Okay? That's why this is real advantage of joining and the assembly, and for physically in particular. And then, of course, and this is what we, some monks and nuns, have to understand. We build our samadhi so that we help you quietly when you join us. Okay? And I hope that my Sankans will continue to improve their ceremony skills, because it's still, not quite there yet. Only 70% there. Well, I'm very patient. Okay? I want to build their samadhi power first. Okay? And that's how we can help you naturally. Yes, one in the back.
Thank you so much, Master. Unfortunately, this Pochi week, my company is one of the best busiest weeks, so I can join the Pochi March. But however, last Saturday and Sunday I can join, but I felt so different. One day, the Saturday, kind of tired, but the Sunday, I joined the morning section, and then I just go to the grocery market, and I just buy the grocery, and then come back home, and I cooked some for like the side dish for the week for my husband, and then I do laundry, and I clean the house, and for 3 hours I spend the time to house, and everything I finish it, and then I come back the temple, and then I just participate the evening ceremony and the Master Dharma talk and great transference. I feel the Saturday kind of tired, but Sunday is no tiredness I have. So feel very joyful and very happy. So even though only today I joined, but yeah, I'm actually very good, and I feel very happy, and I come back to other week. I'm so busy, like even though I do all overtime, I did in company. But anyway, yeah, thank you so much. I can have a chance to join the Pochi, and I can listen to Master Dharma talk, and I really appreciate it. Thank you, Master.
Thank you for your feedback. Yeah, I know how busy you are, and that's why one of the things we plan to do next year is we plan to do we try for the first time the Emperor Liang's repentance, very popular in the Chinese circles, very popular Dharma door. And instead of doing 1 week, we do it spread out over a few weekends so that more people can join us. Because I know that you don't have a lot of vacation time. And for you to come to a week like this, it's very difficult for you. And you don't have, you're making sacrifices. You're sacrificing your family time and so forth. So we're trying to shift the format so that we, instead of doing 7 days in a row, we do maybe 3-4 weekends in a row, or 7 weekends in a row, or something like that, okay? So that at least we can get some benefits from that, from the practice. And you're right. You're talking about the fact you came for 1 or 2 days, and then you came back, and all of a sudden, suddenly you felt energized. Yes? Yeah, so your stamina increased a lot, and you're able to do a lot. What you're not talking about is that when you work long hours, your head will becomes heavy, and you can't think anymore, and yet she's still able to function and do a lot of things as well. And so, you see, that's she's referring to your well-being, your physical well-being and mental well-being as well. See that? That's what happens to cultivation. You're supposed to experience that, whether you're aware of it or not. Doesn't matter. So what happened to her, what she's talked about, is the fact that she came to the temple, physically came to the temple, and she joined the assembly for half a day on Saturday, and maybe half a day on Sunday, something like that, right? Not very long. And that was enough to kick her, help her shift gear and go to a gear where she can have a lot more stamina and energy and strength to do a lot of things, to take care of her family and herself. Okay, and that's what happens naturally when you come near people who has much higher level of samadhi than you. That's what happens to your system. You're getting help invisibly. Okay, and so, for example, the chanti is starting tomorrow evening, and what we used to do is try to sit near the people who can have higher level samadhis. Okay, so you look at it as the nearer you are to nuclear reactor, the energy around it is very, very strong, and a little bit less as you go further away. And if you transmit that over the internet, then it's even a little bit weaker. But still, okay, you're getting help by participating in these things. Okay, and you will experience it. You will see it yourself. Okay, everyone, it's for everyone, not just for whether you believe or not, doesn't matter. Okay, we give. That's what we do. Yes, too.
네, 그럼 마스터 누구 옆에 앉을까요?
제가 하는 건가요? Hello? So who should I next to? Who should I sit next to?
Well, you don't have the black robe and the the brown sash. Tough luck. We all do the best we can. Okay, that's all you got. Yes, 3.
Yeah, but there's actually so many things to be thankful for that I have it all swirling in my head. But, you know, from Venerables doing ceremony, and even though a few of them got sick, and I'm glad that they were able to rest, everyone still figured out a way to provide for us a continuous ceremony following the schedule, even though it's from a different temple. So I don't really have much to say about the quality. I'm just thankful that we were able to continue it, and you know, to cooking, to setting up all the equipment, making sure everything's ready and clean for us, to like having extra items that we need in the temple. I remember when I first went to my first Fochi in DTT, I was ready to bring all these things, and I had asked Master Z what I needed to bring, and he said, just bring yourself and your clothes. And I was so shocked because I was expecting to have all these things that I needed to bring with me, but the temple really provided everything for us, and we only need to come and cultivate and follow the schedule. So I'm just really thankful for all of that, and for having my family here again, and my mom and her friend, their first time at one of our Fochis, and they are very impressed, and they love the services that we have here. So I'm sure they're going to be coming back. Aside from that, I just want to share 2 stories of what has happened and what I've seen and recognized from the wonderful Dharma that you have here. Is physically, when I first went to Fochi this time, I felt a heaviness in my body. I was achy, and my lungs were like inflamed and painful. So
Oh, the virus came from you.
I confirmed
Now
it.
we know.
I asked Venerable Shintong, and she said no. So I'm taking her word for it. But when I felt that way the second day, I was like, oh, I just want to rest and not do anything, and watching Malaya and everything else. So, but I told myself that I would still try to continue the service. And when I finished repentance on the second day, my chest felt really heavy, and there was this warm sensation, and sort of like a tingliness, and I developed a rash. But the pain went away completely. And just that morning, I was so tired, and I had so much pain in my chest, like I couldn't breathe, or if I did, not that I couldn't breathe, but anytime I breathed, it would hurt. So it just went away after repentance, and I thought that was really miraculous. In terms of what you said about the mental health side of it, I still remember early on when I was practicing, I was struggling with anxiety, like really bad anxiety, and I just was sitting in meditation and doing mantras and continuing the practice. And then again, before the transference at the end, I felt this like really large punch in my stomach, like someone like punched me really hard in my stomach. And then at that moment, I just started crying like from my guts, and just crying. But then the anxiety went away. And usually it takes me like a whole week or days in order to just work through that process. So I just wanted to share those things to say that I'm really thankful for your Dharma. And I know I definitely have received so many benefits from it. So I'm very, very grateful.
Okay, thank you for your feedback. Yes, you're right. The one thing I like to remind you is that you try your best to follow the schedule. Okay, you feel like you're too tired, then get some rest. But whenever, as soon as possible, come back and join the assembly, whether it's reciting the Buddha's name, whether it's meditating, which is coming up. All those, it's about you trying your best and work hard. Okay, apply yourself. Okay, that's how you're going to improve. You improve because our secret is you improve because you struggle and you don't give up. That's our Wei-Yang lineage. That's our secret. That's how I was trained. I struggle and struggle and struggle, never gave up. I had nothing. I never gave up. The less I have, the more I didn't give up. Okay, and so you please remember that our practice is not supposed to be easy, not supposed to be pleasant. The pleasant will be a lot more short-lived than the unpleasant part of it, because the unpleasant part, the more difficult it is for you, the more challenging it is for you, then the faster you make progress. Like right now, it's difficult for many of you. The achiness in the body, the tiredness, and the chest, it has some difficulties there breathing. I'm sure it has to be with the COVID thing here, okay? That's some sort of variant there. But you see, You're not dead yet. There's still hope. If they can't kill you, guess what? You become stronger. That's our Wei-Yang lineage training. I repeat, if they can't kill you, you become stronger. That's why I let them attack my disciples, because as long as they are not dead, wait a minute, the death option seems pretty attractive. Come to think of it. They become stronger. You see? Now you understand why it's so difficult with us. It's not supposed to be easy. It's not for the boys and the girls. Okay? All right. Anyone else? Yes, 9.
Thank you, Master. I just want to express my gratitude for you and Sangha and everybody involved in Fochi, everybody that came from far away, different countries, Korea, Canada, different states. And it was a blessing to be able to participate and recite the Buddha's name. And I've been kind of in and out, trying to heal this injury. But feel bad for everybody that's sick right now, but it'll get better. And right now I'm in a weird state in my life, like with my job and the injury, but whatever's next, bring it on, you know. So we'll get there when we get there, and it's all about patience right now, and enduring suffering and patience, just like Chan. So thank you.
Very good. Thank you. It seems like you're healing pretty well. It's moving along, isn't it? It's healing quite well. You're healing quite well. So try to hang around. This chi here is very strong here, so that you hang around. The more you hang around, the more your chi will flow stronger and it heals faster. Okay, but you're right. You're right. Come to think of it, it's important that it takes two to tango, if you will. Okay, it's about you taking the time and making sacrifices to come here. I know it's difficult for many of you. You have family obligations, professional obligations, and so forth. For you to take the time to come here, this enables us to organize these Dharma assemblies that will not only enables us to work hard, to try our best to help you and to do these Dharma assemblies, and you have the thing much bigger than that. It's also the people online and others who can get to see the videos and benefit from the Dharma assemblies as well. So your coming here actually is doing a lot of good for a lot of people, okay? Not just here, not just for yourselves, okay? So thank you. All right, anyone else? That's it? Any complaint? Yes, 3. Anything that we can do better?
Hi, Master. I'd like to appreciate the environment that you gave it to us, and all the Shinims and Venerable work really hard. So giving me an opportunity to cultivate truly. I'd like to share my experience. I was able to participate more on this Fochi. Unfortunately, before this time, I was busy with a lot of things that I was not able to do it. But this time, I was lucky enough to being able to do it for several days. What I noticed was, we circumambulate, and then we recite Buddha's name, and then we sit. We repeat 3 times. So what I noticed is first sit, and when we recite silently, embarrassing to say, but I get really sleepy. So I fight with that drowsiness. And then second time when we sit and recite again, I try my best to concentrate. And I'm not sleepy anymore on second time when we sit and recite. Third time, actually I sit and recite, the time went really fast, as if I just sat and I heard the bell ringing. And then I repeated that several times when I was able to do the Fo Chi. And after that, I got home, and the peacefulness and the stillness in mind was continued for many hours, and I was very pleased and happy. Thank you so much, Master, and all the Venerable for your sacrifice, and then my friends who are cultivating together.
That's wonderful. Thank you for your feedback. And what it means is that, you see, that's right there encapsulates this training. It's not about you being here 7 days, whatever. It's about coming here and the best of your abilities as much as you can, but try to follow the schedule. That's a mindset, okay? And fight to follow the schedule, because our bodies are not used to doing this for the whole day. So therefore, we struggle, okay? We will struggle. And it takes a while before we get used to it. And once you go beyond the struggle, you overcome your struggle, you enter samadhi and you feel good. You have a lot more energy. So that's what it means for you in particular to be able to have this surge of energy means that your level increase. That's why you have the energy. Whenever your level, the concentration level increases one notch, the first time there, you will notice a surge of energy. Anyone? Yeah? Okay? And that's you can tell yourself right there, you have a lot more energy than before. And it lasts for hours, maybe a day or two, in some cases. Okay? And that's how you can judge for yourself. Okay? So the idea here is to remember, it's very simple. The rule is very simple. It's not, we don't need 3 pages of rules and this and that. If you mess around, you let the kids, roam around and so forth, play with the kids, doesn't matter, okay? But you struggle. You fight. When it's time for you to concentrate, you fight. You try hard, okay? Just follow the schedule. And wonderful things happen naturally. Okay, and so that happens to all of us, not just her, but to all of you. When you do these things, it happens naturally. Okay, you don't have to be greedy. It will happen to you too. Okay, try your best. That's what Master Hsuan used to say. Try your best. And so, keep fighting. For me, I put it in terms of fighting. He puts it as try your best. I'm telling you, fight that tiredness, fight that boredom, fight that affliction of yours that makes you feel like getting away from the assembly. Fight that. That's what you're supposed to do. Yes, sir, 9.
Similar to what she shared, I noticed also like my mind was struggling a lot in the beginning. A lot of thoughts were coming up while we were chanting, and it was really boring. And I consider myself like a guy who can concentrate really well, like in my workplace and all. Like I can be one-pointed in meetings and I can pretty much, summarize what happened very well. But I was questioning, why can't I concentrate here? Every time I try to concentrate, there are so many thoughts were coming here. They are not like a loud thoughts. They are more like a passive, but kind of very persuasive and continuously coming up at me.
It's called harassment.
Yeah, and I actually third day.
Congratulations. You're important enough for them to come harass you, to afflict you so that you leave and stop.
Yeah, what I want.
That's just for him. It's to all of you. When you have a chance to improve, they'll come harass you and make you afflicted and make Cheng Cheng go away. I'm out of here. I'm tired. I'm getting out of here. This is nonsense. You do that, you almost there, and yes, this is nonsense. You go down again. Yes, sorry.
Yeah, Master. Sometimes the thoughts were not even fully forming it. It's like a half formed.
Yeah.
But continuously there, like a background static. Like I could not fully focus on the sound of the mantra or the music or the beats. But then today I noticed like naturally my mind kind of gave up in the afternoon session because I was kind of similar to what you are saying, like showing up here for the third day ever since, like I've been doing from the afternoon session and then the evening one. So I felt like it was really like different level of stillness and silence when the mind kind of gave up on its own.
Yep.
Just wanted to share that. Yeah.
So you're here. You were here. That's why you have these little things that will come harass you and afflict you, try to afflict you. And the end result is that you quit. This is secret, folks. That's what people who don't understand cultivation or teachers who do not understand cultivation miss this point. When you're here and you're about to improve, okay, they'll come harass you, make you sick, make you afflicted, and so it's like nagging, like your wife nagging, your children, daddy, daddy. Okay, and if you hang in there, this is when you leap. Now these things cannot harass you anymore. See that? That's the peace of mind we're talking about. But don't worry, next wave will come. Come, bring it on. This is our attitude. Okay? More difficult, we love it. Got that? Yes, continue.
Well, I think I just wanted to share that, Master. I wish that I started on last Saturday when we began here. I didn't take the entire week.
Yeah. That's not be greedy. You don't have that many blessings. It takes a lot of blessings, trust me. I could not do it at first. I was bored out of my mind. I said, these Chinese people, what are they doing? What am I doing? Yeah, so it takes a lot of blessings to be able to survive these harassments. This is where your blessings count, folks. Your blessings are keeping you here. If you don't have enough blessings, you become afflicted, and you go back to Toronto, or you fly to Hawaii. And you're never coming back. Right? So sometimes you have to give away, but your blessing will bring you back. And time again, like you, okay, and you struggle a lot intellectually, okay? That's part of that training.
I'm also grateful for all the other participants because seeing them showing up session after session also inspired me to show up.
Yeah, I mean, they can do it. Why can't we? These women. Yes, absolutely. So the assembly helps. Yes, go Forrest.
Thank you, Master. I would like to send the deepest appreciation to all this, to Master first, and to our Sangha. I also would like to thank to all my Dharma brother here. Every meal that we have here together was so fun. I laughed more than I could ever think of. So I'm not so sure if we are cultivating during lunchtime, but that was amazing. And I also would like to thank Vanessa, mother-in-law, for making all that picture with the hat cover. We use that a lot, and especially the elderly that came here, we use that to cover them, and I can see the smile on their face, walk around with that, keep them warm. The food was amazing that our team here have put together, and the chanting was great. Special thanks to Venerable Sheng Lao. She encouraged us to practice every day, and also she even told me, she said, "Nữ, you need to keep your family balanced," because I love to stay at the temple. And on Thanksgiving, when she said, "Go home," and when I came home, and my daughter want to go to my oldest daughter, I have a boyfriend now, and she's want to go to her boyfriend dad's side and mom's side for Thanksgiving, and that's a big step. She can't even tolerate the party at our house, and here she getting ready to go to other family. So we help her, but she got stressed out, and she said, "Forget it, I'm gonna go back to bed," and her boyfriend was waiting. And then, like you say, when we cultivate, we improve, and we able to have problem solving. So what I did was I say, how am I gonna help her calm when she go to other house? So I took the dress that she planned to wear, I cut a tiny incision in the collar, and then I infused it with a little bit of the sand that Master XC gave it to us. And I said, hey, maybe with this, it will calm her down when she wear it, and then she can go to other family and enjoy the party. And the whole day she went over there, she went to 3 parties on one day and came home very happy. And today she stopped at the temple a little bit, but I guess she can't take it, so she went home. Yeah. And my other children came home from school, and I would like to thank my husband for shoulder the family at home so I can be at the temple. One thing that I see that when I was practicing here and the day that I have to go to work, after the morning ceremony, I went to work, and I realized that even though at work it was so stressful, but every room that I enter, we laugh so hard. Pretty much the mom laughed while pushing the baby out. And in
What?
the situation...
Giving
Yes.
birth and laughing? That's too much.
That was on Wednesday. I worked, we chant, and after we're done, I went in there, and then mom was laughing and pushing the baby out, and we went into the operating room, and normally the doctor would put spinal pain release for the patient, but it doesn't go right, and then it turned out we have to put the patient to sleep. Normally in the surgery, if you convert from spinal and then put the patient to sleep, it's very dangerous. But somehow the room feels so calm, and it was like we flipped things back in a very calm way, and no one stressed out. When we go to the break room, we laugh so hard. That's what I noticed. So I think it's from practicing, and I feel happy. So maybe it helped our environment where we work. So thank you, Master, for everything. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you for your feedback. And this is a confirmation for you as well. So this lady here, when I first saw her, when I came up to Go Forest, she's been around, hanging around. Back then, she could spend more time with us. But now her Kung Fu is pretty significant. And that's why she's now sort of has a positive influence at work as well. For example, she's a nurse, and you know that environment is very, very stressful, very traumatic, and dramatic as well. You know, those women working together, and as you can imagine, it's not easy of an environment. It's chaos, and it's high stress. And for them to be able to laugh and have and be able to handle it. It shows that it's her influence. You see, that's precisely my point. My point is that your samadhi power, your concentration level, okay, actually is helping a lot of people naturally. Help them calm down, become less afflicted, okay, and maybe appreciate life more. Isn't that nice? That's what we do. Okay? Without expecting anything. We're not scheming for anything at all. We're not trying to make money. We're not trying to anything at all. We just being ourselves, trying to do good, and that will rub off on everyone that comes near us. Our children, our families and friends. Okay? Naturally. Our colleagues, our relatives. Yes, 3.
So I have a YouTube question from Jane Clymer. This afternoon, I followed the assembly broadcasted from Goat Forest in my office. I felt peaceful, then the bell rang.
Wow, that's very good. Okay, so for you Sanghams, this afternoon we have, I finally experimented and let the remote, to conduct the ceremony remotely, but bring you firepower so that you see. I was hoping, if I was curious as to find out whether it makes any difference to you. Okay, whether you can see the difference, because this is not live anymore. It's transmitted via the internet. And do you see any difference here at all? Or is it the same? Well, you're not sensitive enough yet. Okay. So yes, some of you will feel the difference. Okay. Sanghams, your samadhi level matters. Okay? Unless you have samadhi level, you can't really help people. Okay? And that's why in our world traditionally, I would like to remind the Sanghams that our world traditionally, my teachers, their teachers, never did it for money, for fame and profit. This is our tradition. This is how you can improve. If you do it with scheming to get famous, scheming to get money out of your followers, you won't make it. If you put yourself in a position you have to worry about paying rent, paying for mortgages, paying for cars, and so forth, you won't make it. And this is happening in nowadays. The monks and nuns are too worried about making ends meet. Okay? So that, look at you, lay people. To make ends meet, you spend so much energy. Now how can you find time to cultivate? And plus, your environment is not the best because you have to deal with all sorts of stress and afflictions, and you have to compromise yourself. Okay, you Sanghams are much, much better off. We're not asking anything of you. We're not asking you to kiss up to them so that they give more money, and they donate more, they help us more, like us more. None of that. Okay? Just cultivate. Purify yourself. Get rid of your greed. Get rid of your anger. Get rid of your stupidity. That's what it's about. Okay? And that's why it's so important that the temples, for you to understand it, so that when your time to carve out Mahayana territory under you. You need to understand the principle behind it. It's never to make a profit. That's what all our teachers did. Okay? Don't forget that. Yeah? It's not about temples, not about money at all. If you're a monk, you're an abbot, and you have to scheme for more donations and, hope that the roof starts leaking so you can collect more money and so forth. That's, you're doing a disservice to our community. Yes, one.
Thank you, Master. I just wanted to mention, unfortunately, I haven't had a chance to really participate in the Fochi this time. I've had to travel up to see my mom, and we ended up having an early
She's
Thanksgiving.
still alive and kicking at 95 years old?
96.
96.
She is. I was really worried for a little while. I thought maybe she wasn't going to make it, even past Thanksgiving. But then all of a sudden, some really good things started happening. And my family went up early on Sunday. They all drove Saturday to get to my mom's. We had early Thanksgiving on Sunday. My mom was so happy that everyone made the effort to get up there. And then we heard that her youngest sister heard about my mom's weakening health. And so she's decided that she's going to come and visit my mom for about a month, which is really wonderful. It's really changed my mom around, that she'll be able to see her youngest sister, that she basically helped raise back in the Philippines. So it's really helped her. So I wanted to thank you, Master, and I'd like to also thank the Sangha for praying for my mom to help things turn around for her. I really would like to let you know I greatly appreciate all that you're doing for her and my family. Thank you.
It's nice, isn't it, that you're able to spend time with your mom, and that's important to her. It reminds me of what my ex-idol used to, the guy that I used to look up to, Mr. Buffett, Warren Buffett, okay, who says he judges the success of a man's life as to how many people, what kinds of people that surround him after when he's old and decrepit. Okay, see how many people who love you are still around. Okay, it's easy for him to say he's very rich. It's much easier to love a rich man. Sorry, I don't have it. That's why, And that's a drawback in our style. We won't ever have become rich, and therefore don't expect people to love you and to stick around for you. Yes, one.
I also wanted to mention that I'm really thrilled that my mom seems to really, she is really appreciating her life and her family a whole lot more now in her later years than she did before. I can really see that all these bonds with her family mean something to her, that she didn't have that connection in my early years. So I'm really happy for her, Master, that she can feel close to us. Yeah. And she really enjoys her great-grandson and her grandkids and everybody. It's really wonderful. I'm happy for her.
Yeah, me too. I'm also appreciate how people who around me love me, which aren't that many. They're too stressed out. Complaining, why is Master so hard, so harsh? But thank you. I'm glad. What we do is naturally, as we improve, we become better persons ourselves. Our family benefits from it firsthand. Okay. Yes, go Forrest.
Thank you, Master. I would like to share something that I dreamed last night. In my dream, I saw you giving Dharma talk, but not in a small temple or just our temple. What you did was we have a big stage, and you were sitting up there. That's thousands and thousands of people sitting around.
You mean bigger than this?
Yes, bigger, but it's outdoor. It's like a concert in a park. And then I remember during that time, there's so many people, but when I look and
We were serving kimchi or fish sauce or curry. I mean, let's try to situate it.
what I see is a big park, but I also see buildings surrounding the park. But in the middle of the park, it have a boat.
The park has a boat. So
Yes, and then I saw.
Pure land.
And then I saw little children like Beng Ngọc and then Xiao Tai and myself, and we saw so many relics on the ground. And when we look, we said, "Oh my God, the relic is here!" And what you see is like it's glow in the ground with multicolors, so beautiful. So that's what I see in my dream.
Who else did you see? You see any monks and nuns here at all? Or are they all gone?
I saw Lim, I saw Yui, I saw Jun. I saw our Go Forest and I saw our monk and nun, but I don't remember the Pacific face.
So, new nuns.
No, I don't look directly at them. Maybe I look at their back. Yes, they're in front. Yes.
Very good. I'm glad to see that. Thank you for your feedback. Yeah, when she starts coughing like that, you're doing the right thing. Keep her warmer. Okay. Yeah. Encourage her not to take it off. All right. Very good. So I hope your dream comes true. How is that? Yes, Diego.
Maybe New York.
New York. Yeah. East Coast. Yes. All right. In a park, East Coast. Yeah. Oh well. That's a story in my life. I speak Dharma in a place where that's not my place. Okay, anyone else? Well, the one thing though, I try to save enough so that you, next generation, would not feel the financial pressure to have to worry about mortgages, worry about expenses, so that you can cultivate and be true to our tradition. Okay, it's about improving yourself and helping others, and no scheming for fame and profit. There's no need for that. We all get what we deserve. Okay. Anyone else? Yes, 9. Wow, 9 is very talkative tonight.
Master, I want to say that Master Z, I could hear the ceremony today, and that sounded good, so that worked. And I can also tell with the Venerable's level, their samadhi increased, and I can tell the ceremonies improved. I mean, they were already 100%, and now they're 150%. And then Venerable XK, she's been sharing this the Foshi, and I was able to see just the screen with the meditation with the Venerable sitting up there, but I felt like a calm energy just looking at the smartphone. So it depends on what's the word, the Gong Fu, or if you can tell the energy. Thank you.
Yeah. So It transmits through the internet. Your kung fu, your ji, your qi, your mental strength goes through the internet. Okay, it's diluted, but it helps a lot more than you think. Anyone else? No? If there's nothing else, then that's we should not overdo praising ourselves. Anyone would like have anything to suggest for us to improve? Yes, 8.
Dạ con bạch thầy, con đầu tiên con xin cảm ơn tất cả, cảm ơn thầy và tất cả quý tăng ni ở Quy Sơn Tự. Quý sư cô rất là nhẹ nhàng, đến đây quý sư cô rất là nhẹ nhàng để mà giúp đỡ tụi con tất cả những cái gì tụi con cần thiết. Điều con muốn nói là lần đầu tiên con tới đây để dự Phật thất thì trước khi mà sắp đi đó thì con rất là lo, tại vì con sợ là không biết mình có đủ cái sức khỏe để tới đây để tu thường xuyên không á. Nhưng mà khi mà cái lòng con rất rộn rã khi bắt đầu được đi tới đây, vui lắm. Họ rất là hoan hỷ, và sau đó khi con tới đây thì con đã trực tiếp tu được mấy ngày liên tiếp. Chỉ có bắt đầu chiều hôm qua thì bắt đầu con bị sốt. Dạ thì con cũng nghỉ ngơi cho tới ngày hôm nay, thì chiều nay nó đỡ chút thì con cũng cố gắng lên. Tại vì khi đến đây con nghĩ rằng cái tuần Phật thất rất là quan trọng, rất là ý nghĩa mà quý thầy quý cô đã bỏ nhiều tâm huyết để cho tất cả mọi người tới đây để mà tu tập. Vì thế tụi con rất quý mến cái thời gian để đến đây, không có muốn bỏ lỡ cơ hội. Như ở nhà thì con dạy công phu rất là khó khăn, như là 3 giờ là con không dậy nổi rồi đó, phải là 4-5 giờ. Nhưng mà khi tới đây thì cái lòng nó nôn nao như thế nào không biết, thì dậy nổi và lên đây tụng kinh và niệm Phật cũng như trì chú, tất cả đều được viên mãn hết. Dạ, và có điều là cách đây 1-2 ngày khi con niệm Phật, con cảm thấy cái lòng của mình an lạc đến đổi mà con hiểu sao, con thấy giống như là mình với Đức Phật A Di Đà là một vậy đó. Con thấy rất là an lạc và con rất là hoan hỷ trong cái phút giây đó. Dạ. Con nói chung là con chỉ cảm ơn tất cả quý thầy quý cô nơi đây đã cho chúng con cơ hội để tới đây để tu tập, và có thể là tụi con sẽ cố gắng để sắp xếp cái chuyện gia đình để khi dự tới đây, dự những cái lần Phật thất khác và những cái lần thiền thất khác nữa. Dạ, Nam Mô Di Đà Phật.
First of all, I would like to appreciate our Way Mountain Temple Sangha. The nun is very kind and gentle, helping me with all of my necessity. So this is the first time in my life that I have a chance to participate in this 4G. So before the day begins, I was very worried. I don't know if I have enough strength and physical health to be able to participate or not. But however, I feel very happy when I was able to cultivate. So yesterday, I got a fever, and toward the evening today, it's become better. And I was trying my best to participate in this 4G. It is very important to me, I feel, because our monks and nuns, our Sangha has used all of their strengths, trying their best to organize this event. I don't want to miss this opportunity. So usually 3 o'clock in the morning, I was not able to wake up. I was able to do 4 or 5 in the morning. However, coming here, somehow inside of me felt very, very excited I don't know what happened, but I was able to follow and recite the sutra and mantra very good. And 3 or 4 days ago, I felt very peaceful and blissful, that I felt myself and Amitabha Buddha merge, become one. And at that moment, I felt very delightful, and I'm very happy and would like to appreciate the Sangha, the monks and the nuns and master giving us this opportunity. So I just try my best to organize my family business so that I will be able to come and participate in more of the Chanchi and Fochi event comings.
Okay, very good. We're glad you're here. Well, for people to come here for the first time is a lot of struggle for most of them. I struggled for years. I hated it for years. But for you to be able to catch on that quickly, that's impressive. That's very impressive. And for you to enter samadhi that way and be one with Amitabha Buddha, that's also very, very good. Okay, so congratulations. I hope you come and do it more often. You should learn that the Dharma we're practicing is called the Great Assembly Dharma. You practice with others and you see how much more beneficial it is for you. If you were to do it by yourself, it would not be as beneficial at all. You see the difference, a huge difference. And also a commentary by Master Z. Master Z now clearly is showing off his samadhi power. I think it's a good thing to do. It's good for the Dharma. I'm not going to teach him how to disguise it, but I think for that he should be himself. And I think we should. He should focus more on conducting more ceremonies, because his ceremonies will benefit a lot of people very quickly. Okay? Master Z, are you listening? Or is he resting already? And so, my Vietnamese master used to say, he says, when you do the ceremony right, it's cultivation. That's helping people cultivate. I believed him, but now I understand our version of it is not just chanting like the Vietnamese like to do. My masters are very famous for his chanting, very, very famous. And his ceremonies are excellent. But the samadhi is not there. So you see, nowadays people do chanting because they focus on the melodies and the chanting, but the foundation of chanting in Buddhism is samadhi power. Okay? There's no substitute for that. Okay? And it shows. People who walk into your ceremonies, our ceremonies, can tell there's a difference very quickly. Because if they've been to other temples, they can see a huge difference right away. So that's important. So Master Z, I think he should. We should help build infrastructure to help him, offload him on the administrative and daily stuff, so that he can do more ceremonies. Okay. For example, at DTT. When I'm up there, and we will open DTT soon, I've been saying that for the last 2 years. You see the kind of structure we have, because that's our flagship for our Pure Land Dharma. This is it. Okay? You want to get Pure Land help? Go to DTT, period. And this is why. We've been slowed down. We've been having so many problems. Excellent. There you go. Keep her warmer layer by layer so that she doesn't notice it. That's very smart. Okay? So that they cannot multiply. And the oil too. Put some oil on her chest and her neck so that it warms them up. Where was I? Okay, so when I'm up there at DTT, he should be conducting ceremonies, and I want a whole set of ceremonies. Chung-in, you're here temporarily. I need you to go up there. Okay, and Ray and so forth. I hope that you still have a job. Stay up there. We need to build make the DTT so that bring it to the point where people walk into DTT to our ceremonies on the weekends. Weekdays I don't care. Weekdays you guys can train. Okay, weekdays for training purposes, but weekends I want our ceremonies to be done by Master Z up there, and it will stand out. I want skills. I want people to do woodfish properly, drum and bell properly, Di Chung properly as well. Okay? We staff it up so that people can walk into our Pure Land temple and will see a difference in how we do Pure Land ceremonies. All right, very good. Anyone else? Yes, in the back.
Master, I had an opportunity to be able to hit the Di Chong today. When Venerable Xinxing was the Weino, and her chanting was so good that back in the day when I was at the Luma Temple, I had a chance to participate in her chanting when she was a Weino. Her voice back then is like a heaven beings. Every time she chant, it feels like someone was lifting you up to the heaven. But now it's different. This morning, the Lu Shan-chan, her Lu Shan-chan, feel very at ease. It gives people like the sense of being at ease. It's not like going up to a heaven anymore, but then it was like a comfort to everybody around.
So regression.
It changed.
So instead of being in the heavens, now we hear comfortable. Nice.
Being in the heaven, it's like there is excitement, but now it was like a comfort. It was like a
comfort.
Yeah, it was the mind was putting at.
She must be sick. No way.
and then when Master Z turned, it was so amazing as well. And then toward the end, before the transference, rebirth transference, I looked outside of the sky. There was actually a purple color. The sky was shining the light on to the temple, to my face, that there was a merge of the purple color around the temple. Mm-hmm. It was beautiful. That moment, yes. I wish I could have taken a picture. I took my phone and then it disappeared.
That is a Yi Jing Xiang. I think the old abbot can take a thing and see what it means. I know what it means. Anyway, so you see, I have Master Z, who's sort of the enforcer. Any troublemaker, we send him over to put out fires. Okay, and Master X would be the one who strokes you, make you feel like you are comfortable. So that's Master Z maim him, then Master X will come and make him feel better. Okay, samadhi, girls, samadhi, sangans, build it up. That's what we do. All right, anyone else? Yes, 5.
I feel I'm in contrast to everyone else because I am a shaker, and then everyone else feel peace. Like Master said, like during the ceremony, I should try to stand still. So I was able to stand still the first few days. But in turn of Master X and Master Z, I just jump up and down. I couldn't stand still. Even during the circumambulating, so walking around, I'm just like Emitofuo, and I just shake. So I don't know, like I've probably different experience than others.
I'm so sorry to hear that. But there's quite a few of you here. There's Shaker and Quakers everywhere here. Okay. Each person is different. For you, Quakers and Shakers is a good thing. When they do it, then you're supposed to shake stronger. Okay? Yeah. Because your chi is stronger. That's why you shake a lot more. So it's a good sign. All right. Oh my God, if I'm whirling around, you guys, oh my God, what's happening to me? Oh, this is I'm regressing. Xin is regressing. Now she's too nice. Okay, how about stopping here, because I'm kind of bored of hearing all these phrases. Nothing bad. Oh my God, what's a... Huh? I love to be insulted. I love to be slandered. That's what happens to me my entire life, my entire career so far. Only you would praise me, but that doesn't count. So that's how I motivate myself to improve, because I am out to prove that they're wrong and that you're better. It's not about me, it's about you. But as long as you improve, whatever it takes to help you improve, I do it. Okay? Because Mahayana rests in your hands, on your shoulders. I'm too old. I don't matter anymore. It's about you, lay people and left home people. That's where Mahayana, the burden is. Okay? All right. Thank you, everyone. Good job. Huh? Yeah. Let's do the great transfer. Huh? Settle down. Shall we let go first do it, or? Okay, go first, we'll do the great transference. Ha ha ha. And everyone is taken by surprise. They didn't expect the go force we're doing ceremony. You see?